Hey everyone, my name is Carlton Herbert, and here's what I put together for Module 2.4 for sustainable design. As you can see here, this is the first image, just a sun chart I put together of the model. That's part of the research I did for kind of researching the climate of the area. I looked at one of those research articles, and here's the main points that I took from those. Mostly the importance of looking at the number of voices and opinions when working through projects, trying to get the best of multiple viewpoints. Also, looking at relationships between things within a system, how important that is to understand, so you know how things are going to affect each other. Also, this regeneration-based checklist from Malcolm Wells, I thought it was very similar to kind of the lead practice principles. I thought that it offered some good things to be looking for that I wouldn't have thought of, and good thing to kind of integrate into the design process. So for part of this, I wanted to look back at the research all around the climate of the area. So as you can see here, you got the temperature ranges anywhere from 55 to 75 for their averages, and then also the relative humidity there, right around 60 to 80% most of the time. Also, the wind for the site is not a whole bunch, but it is mostly coming from that south side. So if you're incorporating any kind of wind turbine structures, it should be good to be facing in that southern direction. Also, there's a fair amount of cloud cover for the site, especially in the winter months. And in the summer months, there's a lot of shading that would need to be required, as you can see from that sun shading chart there. So I did go a little bit further in there, and I actually imported the model I'd been working on in Rhino into this 3D sun path diagram, just to play around with how the shadows and things would affect the site. And as you can see, most of the sun is coming from that south side, and a little bit on that east side of it as well. Here's the diagram for it, and some of the design considerations I wanted to look at. So I was able to get about 90% comfortable using these tactics. It mostly utilizes sun shading, some natural ventilation, and then also some passive heating with some high mass as well. So here's some of the design guidelines that Climate Consultant came up with. I wanted to take a little further. Mostly, once again, it's about shading in the summer, passive solar gain in the winter, and also using some good low E windows for the west, north, and east sides, and then clear on the south, so you can get some good solar gain during the winter through those ones. Also using some high thermal masses to be able to store that heat in the winter time, and then also kind of organizing the floor plan so you can get some good cross ventilation and also the passive heating, and then some lots of shaded areas for the outside as well. Here's the physical model I put together, just kind of placing some of the things on the site, see where I would be able to put them. Most of them happen on the rooftop, and then some central green space there, and then that transit side on that left side there. So here's the diagram I put together, and I decided I wanted to put some solar arrays on the roof for those two large mass structures, and then also some wind turbines as well. I wanted to do some shaded kind of indoor-outdoor balconies for the block along the south-facing wall and also along the west-facing wall. And ideally, this would be some kind of sort of greenhouse-like structures with operable windows so that you could get some passive heating during the winter and then natural ventilation during the summer. Also, I wanted to put in some rooftop gardens and green spaces along the lower mass structures. These would be good opportunities for integrated compost and natural cooling for the site, and also good stormwater management. And I wanted to make sure the sun shades on all the south-facing windows and just kind of optimize those for summer and winter. Also, like I was talking about, those windows, so putting the low E windows on those northeast and west sides, and then kind of a medium E on those fixed windows for the south side, and get some good passive heating going on there. And then there's going to be a public transit station, and I wanted to optimize those for electric vehicles, and then also offer some good access to that pedestrian bridge and incentivize some of the greener modes of transportations. Here's the concept summary, just looking back through all the things I've done through the two modules and the design proposal as well. It's mostly centered around just dealing with housing crisis and how to make it more affordable and higher quality and just provide a good good quality safe environment for residents of the area. Here's some more details on those design factors. If you want to read through those, feel free to. And then to recap, here's the households I was designing for and the household plans that I came up with, a couple different sizes, and a couple different layouts to try and cater to each one of those different households. Here's the community layout as well, just another recap for understanding the site and kind of what's around it, as well as the updated site plan with the revised model stuck in there. It's that's slide 3, and then it just how it deals with the surrounding community. Here's some of the views as well that the residents would have, at least in its current state. And then ideally those would be improving with the community improvements going on. Here's the initial program massing, just broken up between the different categories there, as well as kind of the balance between the private and public. Most of it in kind of these private blocks, and then public along rooftops, and then kind of in between spaces, as well as the public grocery and public transit setups. I revised the access to the building, circulation between them. You can kind of see in this one that those spaces are going pretty much all along that backside, so that it's hidden from view a little bit, and then it offers a good facade for those south and west spaces of those main blocks, to get kind of an interesting shape going on there, and then also kind of patio space on the interior, kind of looking over that public green space in the center, and then also offering just kind of some shade between the various stories as well. And then here's the circulation diagram, again updated for the revised model, where it's all kind of pushed towards that backside, and then it's along the rooftops for those low roofs as well, and then some vertical circulation to get up to those higher stories. And then here's some sources. So thanks for taking a look.